Alrighty, guys, what is up? Welcome back to Avorion Into the Rift with Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to be doing some more Rift missions. I did go pick up a Rift Scientist Captain. As you can see here, every 75 seconds I get Rift research data when we're inside of the Rift. We also get dropped Rift data highlighted on the map for us, so I think if you destroy some Zotan ships, you sometimes will get Rift data. So we should be able to see it. They've changed the way this works, so you can now re-roll missions. You get one for free. Then it costs you Rift data in order to do it multiple times. But we're going to go ahead and try this applied xenology mission. We've done this one before. Pretty easy. You basically set up probes throughout the Rift near objects of interest. So we're going to give that a shot, see how this works out. With the 2.2.2 update to the default branch, it looked like they reworked quite a bit of the Rift aspect of the game. So we're going to go ahead and see if we notice any changes when we go in. I'm excited to try out the Scientist. Should be pretty good. I do have this E tier. It's only +1 protection. We get +2 from this system from the center. Oh, we exceed mass by 0.22%. I mean, we can continue though. So we're going to try that out. Let's see what happens. I mean, it claims that it might destroy some blocks, but you know what? I mean, we're only slightly over, so hopefully it's not our dock. Or well, we don't. I don't even think we need the dock blocks for this mission, so we should be fine. Let's just do it. Um, I'm excited to try out some more Rift missions. In theory, there is like a story associated with the Rift. As I understand it, the more missions you do, that story is kind of revealed to you more or less. So we'll see if maybe we can't push along that a little bit. But here we are back in the Rift. It looks like they gave some icons to the monoliths, which is interesting. But basically, we're going to fly in. There should be a little text thing that pops up in our chat that says, this looks like a good spot for a probe. When we see that, we're going to drop our probe. So here we go. Interesting spot for a probe. Drop the probe. Boom. There we go. It's going to start scanning once we have the other two in place. There's also apparently interesting objects that we can scan, and we have to do 2 of those, but not a big deal. We should be able to handle that as well. In theory, we shouldn't even have to engage the Zotan in this mission, uh, just because we're not actually attacking or mining anything, and I don't believe the probes do anything, but, oh, that's weird. It says put a probe here. This isn't the right place to set up, so maybe have to be, like, right in the spot, something like that. Okay, no interest. I mean, there's a giant monolith right here. Maybe we have to be right on top of it. They must have changed this mission a little bit. Let's see. So I mean, we're like literally right on top. This isn't a good place. Okay, well, let's try a different asteroid maybe and see if it will let us place a probe. I haven't run into this issue with this mission before. Normally, once you see that chat, as long as you are getting closer to the monolith as opposed to farther away, it'll still let you deploy the probe, even if it's not right when that text appears. But there we go. Let's try to do this quick. Nope, not going to let us. Weird. That is really weird. I'm wondering if this mission might actually be bugged, to be honest. Because that's the second one. Let's try a third one and see if we can't do it. We're going to go really, really slow, and hopefully we can stop basically right when we get that text, and try to drop the probe and see if that's maybe what is required. There is a attack platform here, but that should be okay. I mean, even if we take a torpedo, we should be fine. The Zotan will go and destroy that thing because he's attacking. It says place a probe here. We're going to get by the little repair beam just real fast. This isn't a good place to set up. That's really annoying. And I'm not sure why that's happening. When we've done this mission in the past, it's not really cared if we flew a little bit past the text, but now it seems you maybe have to be right on the text, which is quite difficult to stop like instantaneously, even if you have a bunch of inertial dampeners on your ship. Like, I mean, there's still like a ramp time, just like if you have a bunch of engines, you can go faster, but it still has a ramp time to accelerate. So this probe got damaged. We'll go repair that first. That should be the same. You basically fly in within a couple kilometers of the probe, and you can repair it when you interact with it. So about here. Oh, okay. We flew past it too fast, probably. That's fine. We'll just kind of mosey on over. Oh, we have to be within half a kilometer, it looks like now. Okay, interesting. So they definitely changed this mission a little bit. Now, not being able to place the probes at all is kind of frustrating. I'm not 100% sure that we can even do this mission now because, we get the text, we go in to drop the probe after it says this is a good spot, and then it says this isn't a good spot. So I don't really know how to fix that. I mean, we're still getting data from having a rift scientist, so I guess that's good. Not a complete wasted trip, but um, I wouldn't mind actually being able to finish the mission because, even if the systems aren't ideal or whatever that we get from completing, it's still good to get them. They give you some sort of rift protection, so that's helpful. But okay, yeah, I'm not understanding why it's not letting us drop this thing. But it's not, so we'll try one more over here and we'll go extra slow. So there's interference, that's why our shields aren't recharging. Basically, this particular rift, once your shields get damaged, they're damaged until you leave. So, little wrinkle for this particular one. There is so many Zotan. Like, look at all the purple boxes up on the top of our screen right now. Like, if we attack anything, we're gonna get just destroyed immediately. Yeah. Well, I mean, we stopped basically right when we got the text. So I'm not sure exactly how you're expected to do this mission anymore because it won't let you actually place the probes. I mean, what is that about? Like the little orange arrows are pointing to the monoliths because those are interesting objects for the probes, right? But it won't actually let us place them when we're close to the monolith, which is weird. So I'm guessing that when they reworked whatever they reworked with this particular mission, they broke the ability to use it. So we're just going to get out of here and we're going to do a different mission because, yeah, I'm not going to fly around for 40 minutes and not be able to actually finish the thing when it's a really easy mission, right? So let's collect from our ships real fast, easy peasy. I think I have to reset this trade route. Yeah, so we'll go do that real fast. Not a big deal necessarily, but let's just see. Ooh, okay. This region has kind of gotten sold out. It kind of looks like. I mean, even the platinum is garbage. So I think I'm going to travel him over into this faction instead. So you can use the travel command and they will fly on their own. So that's fine. We'll go do another mission in the meantime. Rescue Lost Expedition. There's two of them. This one, we won't be over the mass. So let's try that. I think that's going to be a little bit easier. Well, then we don't have to worry about the obscene amount of Zotan that will spawn in if you do the extra teleporter overcharge option to be able to send a larger ship or whatever into the rift. So let's try this one. We're rescuing a lost expedition. Should be fairly straightforward. We've done this one before. Basically, go pick up escape pods, bring it to a research station, load them up, pick up the loaded escape pods, and then you can leave. Now, every time you release escape pod, well, it's actually not off of the release. It's off of the dock action. Whenever you dock with something, that triggers Zotan aggression. So every time we dock one of the escape pods, we're going to get attacked by whatever Zotan are in the sector. So the trick with this that we showed before is you basically sit by a repair dock, take out all the Zotan, and then you can kind of proceed with the mission. But let's see. So there's the flashing white up in our right, top right, and that is where we pick up the people, but we have to find a shipwrecked research vessel to actually get the escape pods. So those little blue things that are doing the like waves, those are the hazard for this particular mission, and they're called shockwave disturbances. I don't know what they actually do though. It doesn't look like they're really affecting us, so I'm not too worried about it. The other thing that they changed that you can actually kind of tell is they moved all of the asteroid fields closer together. So you don't have like 150 kilometers of just empty space. So that's where we're going to have to bring the escape pods back to. We need to fly over and find a vessel that has some pods for us to take, dock them to the ship, bring them to that little makeshift camp or whatever they call it, and bring them back. So there should be, or there may be, I don't actually know if there will be, but there may be a vessel over here that will give us the pods. Yeah, there we go. Shipwrecked research vessel is what we're looking for. Once we find that, we can go ahead, release the escape pods. We can pick those up. I think I'm going to dock them real quick just because this is in the middle of a bunch of asteroids. And that will trigger all of the Zotans, which are going to fly over and start attacking us. Not a big deal. We have enough shields. We should be able to dock this one. We're going to go sit next to the repair dock and basically fight the like 30 or 40 Zotan dudes that are, within this sector. Now, it does appear that there is not a repair laser close to us, so let's fly over and find one, hopefully. There's also quite a bit of Zotan in here, I must say. For being only like level 2 or 3 rift depth, normally there is not this many, but that's alright as well, I suppose. Let's go ahead and start whittling down some Zotans like we do. We are currently maintaining shields, so that's good. That's as long as we're not losing health, we should be fine here. Now, I think there might actually be enough here to kind of destroy us. That's not ideal. One of the dudes has the immortality beacons around him, so that's not ideal. So we have to destroy all of those asteroids before we can destroy him. Yeah, we're definitely taking damage right now, even though we have the repair laser on us. Interesting. So they must have nerfed how much repair rate you get from the laser. That's interesting. That actually is kind of good in my opinion. It makes the missions a little bit more challenging. You can't just chill by this platform and, attack without impunity. You actually do have to have enough Omicron to take out the Zotan relatively quickly so you don't just get annihilated. You can use the laser, and I would still recommend using the laser because that will sustain you a lot longer than just your base shield. But yeah, we might have to portal out on this one too. Dang. Yeah, I think they must have reworked all these missions because this is quite a bit harder. I think the repair laser is gone from us at this point, so that's fine. What we're going to do, we're going to fly through this field, maybe get something, and we're going to use our ripcord. That way we don't just get destroyed. I know it's not the end of the world if your ship gets destroyed. You can repair it or what have you, but I'd prefer not have to spend all the resources and credits to repair a ship. So we're going to come back out. Our shields do need to recharge. Let's see what they got on the mission board for us. So Lost Expedition, there's a couple of them. We could do this one. Plasma weapons are better, and we get a turret. So let's actually do this one, the top one, I think. But as you can see, we've gathered some data, and that is from our captain. So the top tier shield gives you +9 protection. It costs 80. Each of these systems gives you a little bit of protection. So if we got something decent, so we have a shield system on our ship right now, for example. If we got a shield system that's, comparative perhaps, that also has rift distortion protection, we could change that system out on our ship. And we would then be able to go a little bit further in, potentially. So we're going to do this one that has the turret and you get to pick your system and you get a turret. We'll do that. The turret, at least that we have gotten so far out of Rift missions, was not that great. It was a point defense laser or something, so kind of garbage, not even in use. We'll see what we get on this one. I mean, maybe it'll be slightly better since we're in the core of the galaxy now, but either way, we're going to go ahead and do this mission. I think we'll be fine. Our shield should be fully charged by the time we get in there. I just want to bear that in mind because starting out without full shields may not be the best strat anymore, just because the repair lasers don't really heal you quite as well as they used to. It used to be you could recharge your shields like obscenely fast if you were by one of those green lasers, but that does not appear to be the case anymore. So we spawn in, same concept as the last one we were trying out. You just fly around, you find the shipwrecked research vessel, which is right here in this one. So easy peasy. I'm just looking for the repair dock so I can maybe get to it quickly after grabbing these pods. So releasing them doesn't aggro them. It's when you actually dock the escape pods. So just bear that in mind. So there's the laser. Okay, they aggroed on us. Fun. We're going to just sit right here, and we're going to start taking these dudes out. And we'll see, as you can see, our shields are going down right now. I mean, not very quickly, but they are going down, even though we're inside of this repair laser's, range of effect or whatever. So they must have nerfed that a little bit. which I think is good. I mean, I'm happy to see that they are still, like changing a little bit how the Rift missions work because some of them are quite crazy, difficult. Others are quite crazy, easy. So now it's a little bit more balanced on the easy ones for sure. Because you used to be able to just chill right here, and if you had less than maybe 50 Zotan in the sector, you'd be fine. They wouldn't really be able to do anything to you. But that no longer appears to be the case. I'm wondering if they maybe just changed how effective they are on charging shields and the whole repair rate is maybe the same. And that actually, if that is the case, that feels like it would be a pretty good balance because you could sit by this even if your shields go down, you're not going to just get destroyed immediately. You know what I'm saying? But you still have that. Oh well, you can't really leave the range of this laser because your shields are down now. So be cautious or what have you. So these little blue things that are floating around, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that is research data. So our captain highlights that now for us. I don't know exactly what affects the spawn rate. My guess is it's probably based off of the type of Zotan ship you destroy. But apparently, some of the Zotan you take out will now give you Rift data, which that's pretty cool. I must say, because before it was kind of you had to get that as a reward from the mission. So building up the 400 Rift data or whatever you need for any of the end tier, top tier items would be quite difficult to achieve. I mean, granted, we've got a captain that generates it passively for us, but also getting some from the ships we destroy is a good thing. I like that change. Let's see. I'm just trying to find these escape pods. Let's go strat mode. Makes it a little easier. Where's the shipwreck vessel? I know it wasn't far away from this laser, but seem to have lost it. There it is. Okay. If we fly over here, we should run into the pods. Yeah, there they are. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and dock these. Well, maybe. If we don't smash our ship. Not a big deal. There we go. We got one. We'll grab the second one. Boom. Now, if you see that flashing white square, that is where we're taking these pods to. So we will fly over that way next. And we'll load these guys up. And we'll likely have to go gather one more set of escape pods. That's generally how this mission... that's how this mission used to work. You'd have to do at least 2 waves, if not 3 waves, of escape pod, pick up, and then load before you'd actually get everyone out of the station. So let's go on over here. Basically what that blinking light is, it is a communication beacon from the guys that got stuck out here or whatever. That's a Quantum Zotan Dreadnought. That ship is a little bit scary. We're going to stay away from that as much as possible. I mean, he's going to aggro on us, but we should be okay. I mean, whatever. Hopefully he doesn't have a just obscene amount of, like Omicron of damage. So let's go ahead and dock these guys real fast. Then once we dock one of them, the Zotan are going to attack. So try to be kind of quick on getting the second one. All right, we got one. Where'd the second one go? He's all the way over here because we kind of bopped him with our ship, but that's all right. Once we pick him up, these dudes will likely attack us. Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. That's cool. They didn't want to attack us, so I will take that. No problem. Let's fly on over. That platform's going to attack. Not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Even if this missile hits us, I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, see, that did, basically nothing. There's another shipwreck vessel, so we can fly over, release the escape pods, pick those up. I mean, we only need one, honestly, so we'll maybe pick up this one, then we'll fight all these Zotan. We actually have quite a bit right now that are going to attack us. Let's try doing this without a laser, perhaps? I mean, we have basically all of our shields. We should be okay. I mean, I'm going to fly over to where one is. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go over here. I mean, the laser's not as OP as it once was, so probably worth our time to just utilize the little bit of buff that we get, because there are quite a bit of ships that are in the sector right now with us. And then we just slowly work our way through all the Zotan. Not a big deal. I mean, if we had it, if your duration of Rift mission was longer, we could potentially sit here with salvaging lasers and get just a ton of Oganite, because all of these ships appear to have are built out of Oganite is what it looks like. I mean, that one right there is probably Xanian, but the dudes with the orange engines, those are Oganite ships. Um, the ones with the yellow engines, those are Xanian. So, I mean, we could get a fair amount of resource just salvaging all the Zotan we take out, but you really don't have enough time to sit there and do that just because the swarm comes and gets you and you can't deal with the swarm. Like, there's no way to actually counter the swarm. You just get obliterated immediately. So it looks like the repair dock maybe got destroyed, which happens sometimes. If you're in a position where basically the crossfire from the Zotan is hitting that repair dock, it can get destroyed. Just like any other station, it's a destroyable object, so we don't have the buff anymore, but we're doing okay. Like, the Omicron output of these guys is not that much relative to our shield, so we should be able to take them out. This dude is fairly tanky, but that's all right as well. Basically, I'm not too concerned here. I mean, our shields are low, but we still probably have close to 1 million left in the tank, which is why they're not decreasing that fast. So that's the Quantum dude who's going to jump around. So we're just going to ignore him for the time being and focus on the other ships that actually are destroyable with relative ease. You know, we just got to target them and shoot at them for a couple seconds. The Quantum one's a little bit tougher because he jumps around. You have to be able to, you know, adjust your targeting. I am going to try to pick up this orange system or turret or whatever it is, just because that's an exotic tier. Even if we don't use it, we can utilize that at a research station or what have you to maybe get something good. Just, you don't see, or I don't see a whole lot of exotics. I mean, that might change the more Rift missions we do, but might as well pick it up, yeah? We pick up the, like, orange tier ones, so might as well pick, or we pick up the yellow tier ones, might as well pick up the orange tier ones. So this dude, we could sit here and whittle him down, potentially. He only does he doesn't even do 800 Omicron of damage, so, like, I'm just going to leave him be and kind of pick up some of our loot, and we're going to fly back, man the escape pods, load them up, and then we'll just nope out. I am trying to gather this research data that we've collected from destroying the ships as well, just because, it's going to take a while to get enough to actually buy something that we want, maybe, but since there is, 3 or 4 pieces that pop out when you destroy certain ships, we might as well pick those up, because that is likely a faster accrual rate than just having the Rift scientist chilling on your ship, especially at a tier 1. Like, if this dude was maybe a higher level, we might get Rift data faster, or meaning that instead of every 75 seconds you get one, maybe it's like every 40 seconds or something, and you generate more that way. But we only have a level 1 on this particular ship, so we're just going to do this. I mean, I'm going to still shoot at this Quantum dude while we're picking up our capsule. Might as well, kind of a thing. He probably will drop something decent just because he is kind of more like a higher tier Zotan ship type, more or less. But no worries. I mean, we don't have to take him out. He's doing like nothing to us. Now, getting this ship or escape pod to line up with our docks is a little bit frustrating. There we go. All right. Dock him away. And I think we are just going to, like, portal out. This guy still has almost 200k HP. And we only get maybe 10k with everything. Oh. Okay, that's different. So those blue things are teleporters. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, whatever. We finished the mission. We're going to just go out and turn in our stuff. So here we go. We're going to go ahead, get our stuff. So we get our choice between arbitrary turrets with battery or armed turrets with shields. I think we'll go the armed turrets with shields. We get a Xanian tier turret. That's pretty much garbage, but that's fine. Ooh, hello, stranger. My name's Zacharias von Uberstein, independent researcher. He has a secret, unique project for us. We'll tell you more about it later. He needs objects from rifts, but I don't go into rifts. That's fine. I'll let you know when I need you. Okay, cool. So it looks like we did some of the story. We're going to wrap it up here for today. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya.